What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how I took this old hose spigot that didn't work and swapped it out for a brand new one just like this. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so here we are. I'm inside the basement now. This is where the pipe goes through the wall to the outside. So what we have to do next, we have to turn our water off. So you've got two options. You can either turn off your shutoff valve that you have on this pipe, or you can turn off the main to the whole house. For me, I'm going to turn off the main because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take that shutoff valve that you see here and I'm going to replace it with a new one. If you're not going to replace yours, then you can just turn this shutoff valve off. That way you won't have to turn off the water to the entire house. So if you're going to replace the shutoff valve, oh, let me find where my finger is, hold on. If you're going to replace the shutoff valve, you're going to cut behind it where I'm pointing. If you're going to keep your shutoff valve, then you're going to cut ahead of it. And it should be as simple as that. Alright, so I went ahead, I grabbed my pipe cutter, tightened it on there, started going around and around a bunch of times. Copper's pretty easy, it shouldn't be that difficult. So keep tightening it every now and then and make your passes. Eventually you'll see probably a little bit of water start to leak out. My main shutoff valve doesn't close all the way, so mine leaked the whole time, but hopefully if you guys have a good shutoff, it'll only just be a couple little drips, and then you'll be good to go for the rest of the way. Alright, as I said, my main shutoff doesn't work properly, so water was going everywhere. I didn't get this on camera, but this is an easy part. So you're going to take your shark bite, as you can see on this left here, that silver fitting. All you're going to do is you literally take your two ends of your pipe and you push them into that shark bite, and they clip in. You should be able to tell when it clips in good. Just make sure that the ends of your pipes don't have any burrs or, need a nice straight cut on them. Now you're just going to go ahead, you're going to cut your spigot loose, and you're going to be able to pull the pipe back through the wall on the inside because the other shutoff valve is there, so it couldn't go through the hole. Alright, so now that you got your old stuff out of the way, what we're going to do now is we're going to take our thread tape, we're going to take our threaded fitting with the PEX barbs on the other end, and we're going to take the new spigot and we're going to put those together. So you're going to get your thread tape wrapped around the threads real quick, a couple wraps is fine, and then what we'll do is we'll grab our new spigot, thread that thing in by hand, get as tight as you can, and then grab some channel locks or pliers or whatever and tighten it up nice and good. Make sure it's nice and snug so it's not going to leak. So once you have those put together, cut yourself a length of pipe, leave it a little bit long, give yourself a little bit extra to work with. We can cut it down afterwards. Slide on one of your crimp rings, put the pipe onto the barb fitting, and then what you're going to want to do here is you're going to want that crimp ring about roughly a 1/4 inch from the end, and then you're going to take your crimpers and you're going to crimp them things down, and that pipe will now be tight on that barb fitting, and you're ready to go on that end. Go ahead and slide your pipe back through the hole. Once you get it in there, you're going to want to grab some silicone, fill that thing up, make sure everything's nice and sealed, and that'll stop rain from getting in and whatnot, getting in behind the siding and everything. And then you're going to take screws and you're going to attach it back to the wall. to attach to the new shutoff valve that's in, which I also put in with the same process as attaching to the spigot, with the crimp ring about 1/4 inch back, and then you crimp it down. But like I said earlier, I didn't get that on film because water was going everywhere. Alright, so grab your loose pipe here, and we're going to just make a quick little mark with our finger, or you can get a pencil, whatever. You're going to want to mark it so it's pretty much all the way back to the end of the barbs. And then you're going to have to cut it there, and then we'll be able to flex this stuff enough. The PEX obviously has a little bit of flex to it, so we can get it into where we want it, and then we'll crimp her in. Turn the shutoff back on. This is my main. If you didn't do that, obviously you don't have to worry about it. But then we'll get up top here and we'll turn the other shutoff back on. I always like to do it slowly, let the pipe fill up slowly, rather than just jamming it open and it bursts through there like crazy. I don't know if that really matters, but that's how I always do it. Check for leaks. Looks good. Alright, let's go outside. Alright, moment of truth. Will she work? Yes, she will. Bam, good to go. Good pressure. No leaks on the inside. Nice and sturdy. Bang.